Hello, my name is Jared Haft, and I'm going to show you how to play the background music to Salad Fingers, or at least I'm going to try my very best. Now, if you're watching this video, I assume you know what Salad Fingers is. A very popular, kind of disturbing series of videos made by David Firth, and they found their way to YouTube about 7 years ago. And the background music itself is actually a piece called Beware of the Friendly Stranger, written by the Boards of Canada. But there's a little bit of a slight difference between the version used by David Firth and the original version made by the Boards of Canada, and that is, the original version has kind of this like repeated pattern, but it changes every 2 measures. It just kind of continually fluxes and evolves, and it's a little bit longer, more extended, but the general chords and ideas are the same. What David Firth does for Salad Fingers is he just takes a 2-measure long chunk of the original version and just loops it over and over. It has the same effect, the same chords, but it's simpler, more repetitive, doesn't get in the way of the speaking quite as much maybe. And so what I'm going to focus on is just the 2-measure chunk used by David Firth. It's a little bit complex, but it sounds complex, but actually the underlying music itself is quite simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start out by just playing it a few times through, and then I'll break it up into chunks. That's hands together with sustain pedal and at about the same tempo used in the show. Now, the thing is I kind of thought it was going to be in a fairly complicated time signature, but then when I set about transcribing it, I realized it's just in 4/4 time. But the thing is, it's got kind of this syncopation that makes it a little bit difficult. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to slow it way down and take the sustain out. And also, if you can see my foot, I'm going to tap the beat. Now I'm going to start with the left hand, and I'm going to tap the beat with my right hand. Now you'll notice the left hand is actually quite simple. And the other thing about the left hand is you can pretty much kind of do whatever you want. In the video, the kind of pulsating background note that I've transcribed into the left hand isn't really very distinguished. It's kind of subtle, kind of vague. So this is just the best I could do, and you can really change it. It won't change the color or timbre of the piece much. But here's what I've done, and it's quite simple. That's it. The right hand's a bit more complicated, and this is where the metric confusion comes in. So what we have is so I'll slow that down even more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really all there is to it. The most difficult part is definitely the right hand. The only other aspect really that I haven't covered is the pedaling. I mean, with the original video, you got kind of this vague, kind of translucent, ephemeral almost sound just kind of floating around in the background, producing a creepy effect. Really the best way to do that on a piano, well, really the best way to do it is to have a keyboard with a sound effect that's similar to the original used in the video. But with the piano, the best way to do that is use the pedal and play very softly. And I'd recommend pedaling your right foot with every pulsation of the left hand. So every time you strike the left hand, lift up and press down with the pedal. So it's probably the best way to do it. So now I'm just going to play the entire thing straight through. I'll play it slowly and then once at regular speed with the pedal, and I hope this has helped you.